Welcome everyone to another episode of CBD American Shaman, The True Story. Today we are lucky enough to be joined by former UFC champion Frank Mir and his beautiful daughter Bella. Bella is also a professional fighter with an undefeated record. Is that correct, Bella? Yeah. Congratulations. That she comes from pretty good stock there, Frank.
Yeah, she does all right. She has my technique and skill and her mom's raw determination, so it's a scary combination.
There you go. For her competitors, for sure, right? We're lucky that she's our friend here, though. Y'all, thank you for being with us today. Frank, can you tell us, a lot of people talk about CBD and its benefits. What is the true story of how professional athletes like you guys can benefit from CBD?
Well, there is a lot of benefits from CBD, and the one thing, though, I really want to get out there right off the bat that's kind of a sticking point for me is that CBD doesn't fall under FDA type of governance. So the problem is right out there, and that was a problem with me, is I tried CBD products because all of the touted that, hey, anti-inflammation, anti-anxiety, help with healing, and all these factors that seem like, hey, these are great, I want these. I went and bought a product and it didn't work, and it actually made me think that CBD didn't work. And then that's when I discovered American Shaman and found out, no, good CBD that's done properly. And I'm not saying American Shaman's the only company, obviously they're the ones I vouch for that I'm most familiar with. Yes. But make sure if you're gonna get into CBD that you do find a quality product. And if you do, the American Shaman products have really been life-changing for us. Before that, we relied heavily on ibuprofen and Aleve. And not that I still don't sometimes, if my injury is really severe, do I have to fall back and do a couple days of an ibuprofen type of cycle, but for the most part, we all, from my youngest to Bella to myself, all take the products. Yes. Our staple is the tincture, where we both take the water soluble. I take the extra strength just because I'm bigger. The kids take the flavored. Bella and I are fanatic about the balm as far as the cream. Yeah, the topical cream. It works wonders. In fact, I even warn people sometimes, if you're gonna take the topical cream, I take it at night. I also take it sometimes before I work out if I have an area that's tight. And I've actually hurt myself that way because it works so well that you're so loose and relaxed and all of a sudden you forget that, oh, that is an injury, you need to relax, And so that and the omega-3, I think, is another product that I take a lot. Yes. So out of those are our staples. And we rotate other things. Bella loves the peach gummies. I can't keep them in the house.
All the gummies, yeah, I love them.
How many do you think you go through all the time?
What, the little bottle with the square gummies, I go through a bottle every 3 days.
Well, you get some good benefits from it. Bella, what else? You were saying the topical as well. You had mentioned to me after training, you do a lot of training that leads up to the fight. That's the biggest part of what you guys do, much is the training. So these products help with that during the training. What else have you found, the topical for you?
Well, yeah, the topical cream is great, especially because I tore my labrum in my shoulder. Okay. And usually it bothers me after practice and before practice if it's not feeling great, and then I'll rub it on and it feels like it's brand new.
That's amazing. So you have been telling us about the usage of the product. You benefit greatly from the CBD American Shaman products. Please tell us, what is another experience that you've had? You do a lot of traveling, of course, around the country, around the world. So tell us about an experience you had when you forgot your CBD American Shaman.
Yeah, from the very beginning of getting involved with American Shaman CBD, it was the franchise owners, the store, the guys in the store, that always reached out, got a hold of me. In fact, it was Laura when I was in Atlanta, getting ready to fight, and I had forgotten my CBD bottle, and I took the wrong one with me. And so I had to do some stuff on camera. Well, technically I wasn't supposed to be having the 0.03 because the Georgia Athletic Commission had a staunch anti-THC. Right. They're still a little bit in the backwoods compared to all the other commissions. So I had my normal one, which is 0.03, which doesn't show up on a drug test, but it was just the look of it for me having the bottle at the gym that I didn't want to cause any problems. So I mentioned that to the guys over at American Shaman, and within an hour, Laura drove from her store, and it was about an hour drive into town to bring me a bottle to help me out, so that way, because it was the closest store to me. And so people might just say, hey, you got that kind of service because of who you are. But anytime I'm sitting in a store and you watch them walk in, the people involved in this product, they really do believe it and they live it. So if you have questions, you have concerns, you're gonna walk in, you're not having somebody who's just getting paid hourly that's just trying to, bide their time. You have somebody who's actually an advocate and lives the life of having somebody who's involved in CBD. And almost every single store owner that I've ever involved with, they're in it because it helps back people. They want to be involved in a business that makes money, but at the same time is helping people. They're a benefit to society. They're actually producing something. And so, really it's a very, very great experience every time you walk into a store.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for sharing that with us, Frank. Also, you at home, please come in anytime and get a wonderful experience like Frank and Bella at your local CBD American Shaman.